Hello, I'm Heather Harbin with your SCV News Break for Friday, February 12th. The wind was a cause for concern for some residents this week. Taylor Villanueva tells us how one Sand Canyon local came home to something unexpected.
Winds around Santa Clarita caused property damage after an enormous heritage oak tree fell on a car and a guest house. Sand Canyon resident Desiree Stiff explained what happened when she discovered the fallen tree near her home.
The first branch fell and it hit a car, and then we had left around, I want to say 2:30, and as soon as we left, we got a call from our landlord saying that the whole tree collapsed.
Stiff is still trying to determine who is responsible for the damages.
Half of the tree is on city line and half of the tree is on our property.
But a statement from the city administrative services manager says the tree is not located within the public right-of-way and the city has no history of owning that tree in the past. For SCV TV, I'm Taylor Villanueva.
The Santa Clarita Organization for Planning and the Environment and the Center for Biological Diversity have filed a lawsuit against Los Angeles County for violating state law. Litigants contend that the county didn't take endangered toads, birds, and plants into proper consideration when they redrew a flood map for an area that includes the first phases of the 20,000 home Newhall Ranch project. The county narrowed the river's floodway in an area slated for the Entrada North, which has yet to have an approved EIR. The county is claiming that the approval of the floodway revisions were exempt from the California Environmental Quality Act, which requires a full disclosure and analysis of environmental effects. A Medal of Honor recipient shared his experiences Thursday to an audience at Golden Valley High School. Colonel J.R. Vargas received the Medal of Honor in 1970 from President Richard Nixon for his bravery in Vietnam in 1968. Vargas talked about his time serving in the military and shared some advice with high school students.
Please do one thing, start taking care of each other. That's something that our nation needs to do today. We have to become united one more big time and come together as brothers and sisters and make our nation the best in the entire world.
We're going to take a quick break, but when we come back, we'll bring you This Week in Headlines. Plus, we'll give you the latest entertainment news happening around SCV. Stay tuned.
So, I just moved in with his family, and it's embarrassing. The little one, he likes to go outside and crawl around in the giant litter box. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I was born and I knew how to use the litter box. Look at that. That's disgusting. Oh, poop already. You're making me nervous. Oh, okay, I can't look at this anymore. I really hope he grows out of this, for his sake.
Hey George, there's breaking news.
AM 1220 KHTS. I'm George Cummings with breaking news here in the Santa Clarita Valley. It turns out we have an emergency situation going on.
Ready in 5, 4. Breaking news from the Santa Clarita Valley. There's an emergency situation happening in Saugus right now, and our news crew is on the scene with more information.
Welcome back. I'm Heather Harbin. Now for your weekend headlines. The City Council approved the development of the Lemley Art House Theater in Old Town Newhall. Coroners identified the man who barricaded himself in a backyard shed for 7 hours before committing suicide as 31-year-old Corey Kiefer. 3 SCV leaders announced their retirement: Ray Tippett from Circle of Hope, Diane Smith from Single Mothers Outreach, and Rachel Dardeau from the SCV Senior Center. Now for this week's entertainment report. Get ready to add some color to your life at the Santa Clarita Run. The event will feature a 5K fun run plus other activities for the whole family to enjoy. Wear your whitest clothes because they'll be covered in color by the end of the race. The Santa Clarita Run will be held at Castaic Lake, and runner arrival begins at 6 a.m. Enjoy the outdoors at the Placerita Nature Center. Families can take a 1-hour walk exploring the area's natural and cultural history starting at 11 a.m. There will also be a native live animal presentation at 1 p.m. if time permits. Now turning to weather. We saw temperatures in the high 70s today, with clear skies into the evening. Saturday and Sunday will warm up even more, with winds picking up through Monday. Expect more sun on Tuesday with temperatures hitting the 80s. That's all for your SCV News Break. Be sure to check in with us next week to see all the top headlines in your community. Until then, get the latest news on hometownstation.com or scvnews.com. Thanks for watching. I'm Heather Harbin.